obsessed with?
Ooh, Purple Haze. Purple Haze?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
That one changed my life.
That's pretty.
Record stores like this.
I like the personal qualities of it. Because these, you don't get this anymore, but then again, these are also all of our people here. You know,
Yeah.
like, everybody likes good music.
Share yours, pretty much.
Yeah, we've got our parents and miscellaneous finals between the sections, all three of us, probably Danny.
Yeah, I probably have somewhere around like 40 or 50.
Oh, so you're taking on the whole Kiszka, am I pronouncing it right?
Yeah.
Family.
Yeah, I guess so.
How about that? Oh. Well, an EP that I'm currently obsessed with is your Black Smoke Rising EP. So,
There's Highway Scene, which was one of the first songs that we'd ever written. And then there's Black Smoke, which is one of the most contemporary songs that we've done. So I think it's, that was certainly an element that we wanted to achieve in the EP Black Smoke Rising, and I think
we really stacked up a bunch of material, and then we decided which songs are going on the album.
Well, we were in the studio, like Jake said, for like 2.5, 3 years, and then, we always had this plan on at least releasing something, but we just never got around to it, and it's so happening to work out so well that all these things, started happening in the last year, and then we got this concrete plan, release it, the record deal came about, so that was very helpful in releasing it. Now we're kind of finding ourselves in this little system, this routine.
Yeah, I was most surprised by the reaction right away, by the, very direct, very soon after it was released.
I've been doing this for 10, 11 years or so, and I've never seen the kind of media frenzy over 4 songs.
I think so,
give you a call or whatever.
it's just fun. Just going out and playing.
Yeah.
That's great.
We're making music we want to hear. And it's great.
Making music the world needs is what you're doing. It seems that a lot of media outlets that specialize in classic rock, quote unquote, are really getting into you guys, like Classic Rock Magazine, and I know we talked about Eddie Trunk on the way over.
Entirely new. That's not really going on. So I think that is a really sort of bonding agent with the type of music that we're putting out.
I like it. And so many of the shows on this tour are already sold out. I know you're sold out here in Columbus and Cleveland. Basically from that EP and people hearing that and the Struts tour, because you guys toured with the Struts.
Yeah, that's true.
A little newer, right, Danny? But by 1 year, right?
By a year.
Got 4 years in? Yeah.
He's the new guy.
The new
I will
guy.
always be the
You'll always
new
be the new
guy.
guy. And I know Josh couldn't join us here, but yeah, those vocals. I imagine that's why he doesn't do interviews during the day.
Yeah,
That's
awful,
pretty impressive.
aren't they?
Yeah, no, he doesn't talk all day. He just sits in there. He's quiet.
A vow of
until he
silence.
has to sing.
Yeah, we like when he shuts up anyway.
It's not really. He doesn't
But
speak until.
he's the other Kiszka brothers. There's 3 brothers in the band. I'm sure you're sometimes painfully aware of that. Are you ever left in the dark? What? Do you have their own language?
It's not as bad as you think.
No, really?
No.
Well, you're a longtime friend, though, right? So
Yeah, he's basically a
brother from another mother.
Yeah, it's really exactly.
Well, let's talk about the band's origins. You talked about 5 years ago. So when the 3 of you and I forget the other drummer. When did you decide to form as a band? And
I guess it kind of. Jake was always bringing back home a buddy from jazz band, and they would play guitar and drums together, just every day after school. And sometimes Josh would go out there and would sing with them, and I thought that was really cool. So
Josh came out, the drummer was there, and Sam came out, and it was complete at that point.
And I know the band's named after a little old lady in Frankenmuth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that there's a real Greta Van Fleet.
That's great.
It reminds me of Leonard Skinner or something like that.
Yeah,
they do those band name origins.
Right.
But can you talk about Greta? And
This is my grandpa, and he said he had to go early because he had to cut wood for Greta Van Fleet. Then we had to show a show the very next day, and we're like, that's kind of a badass. So it's like, it was Greta Van Fleet.
she kind of did she do music lessons or something like that, or was
I think she dabbled. She definitely plays. She played a bunch of different instruments. She used to play shows, and it was kind of funny when they. She plays dulcimer.
Oh,
No, I've always played guitar. I don't really know when I just
born with
started.
one in your hand.
Sort of like that, yeah. I don't know when I started, really. I mean,
as soon as you could crawl over to it.
yeah, it's kind of like a blur, so I don't have an effective
Yeah, you don't remember that day.
It's kind of like a language. It's like if you've just spoken it, you've always played it. It's like it's just its own.
I know Josh isn't here, but has he always sang?
He was always in theater and a lot of things that.
It's a little known fact. Always singing when we were little. We'd always sing in the car, all of us. He's always singing, just the same sort of thing.
But when did you start playing drums, Dan?
And I didn't really have a need to use it, but we had this little talent show coming up, and that's kind of when I really got to know Sam. We kind of collaborated, and I really started picking up drums around 8th grade, I think, 7th or 8th grade.
Okay. A little birdie told me, might have been your publicist, that the band that you guys really like blues. You're big blues fans.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a rarity for folks your age.
I think
and even for my age, I'm going to be 35, so people still look at me. I'm usually the youngest guy at the show, the Buddy Guy show, or whatever. What got you into the blues, and who are some of your favorite blues music? Well, what new bands are on your radar? Are there any contemporary bands that you really enjoy?
We have a contemporary album.
So we had you guys look around the store for a little bit.
Yeah, which was fun.
Yeah,
And
that's always
I could do it all day.
always a good time. So what do you have there, Danny?
And they're incredible musicians too. Yeah, Fleet Foxes.
I'm a fan as well.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
What you got there, Drake?
I've got Mumford & Sons, Sigh No More. I think it's brilliant.
He's got George Harrison's SJ200 here, tipping his hat, saying like, "Thank you," you know. So I think this album's great just because it's a very like standard Bob Dylan album, you know, unobtrusive instrumentals and just lots of great stuff on here. And if there's an album with Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash,
Plus, he actually tries to sing on that one.
yeah, I know. That's the
He
interesting
took vocal
part.
lessons, I think.
Like especially the last song is Tonight I'll Be Staying Here With You. I've always loved that one. It just sounds
I'll be singing here with you. He's like, it doesn't.
That was pretty
It's all
solid.
great stuff.
That's a good
Good Lady
impersonation.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
My aunt hates it, so he learned how to sing it.
Yes. One of the first almost original albums I received, just sonically was so different. I mean, it was a completely different album, and listening to it was just a completely different experience. So I grabbed that one because this one has a place, and I loved the concept of recording and how they included that. They literally set up in a barn.
In a barn,
They
yeah.
recorded in a barn. It doesn't get any better.
They harvested the music.
Well,
Yeah.
the thing about Neil is, you know, he didn't want his music on any digital platforms for a long
No.
time, and when he finally let it happen,
All of his albums too. You can really
Yeah,
hear
it's
it.
true.
You can really hear the
Well,
difference.
Danny, underneath that one I saw, we'll return to the blues here.
Yeah.
Tie this up.
I had to connect it to the blues somehow, and this is a classic Howlin' Wolf. I really liked the artwork on it because it was really simple.
Yeah, that's it.
I thought that was just as far as simple artwork, I played at it. What I
So you got some hacks named the Beatles or something behind you, right?
Oh yeah, the White Album.
And they're never going to be anything.
Yeah, they're shit.
Beatles are
Covered up.
What you got there, Jake?
Well, I'll go through mine quick. I got Beggar's Banquet.
There you go.
Really, for my blues album, I selected Elmore James, who's, as a guitarist, one of my biggest influences. And I learned slide specifically
Slide
from this
master.
record.
Because of him, yeah.
I think our father had one of the second pressing of this one too.
Yeah, that's when I played. It seems like stereotypical, but truly that's what you do. You play a record, sit down, play it.
Well, I've got all the really exciting stuff for you. You know, they have a jazz corner, and that's where everybody leaves the records. But you got smart guys like me who pick them up. Oh, first of all, obviously,
I played so much
saxophone.
music.
I played saxophone for 4 years, and I can't touch Coltrane.
So it's just like,
Well, we talked about other people's records. Let's talk about your year, right? Is that next year? Early next year? Is that what you
Yeah, it'll be in the next year. We're pushing touring right now. We want
perhaps not. Maybe even some more of the back end stuff, some deep cuts.
Get the
We're
nuggets.
introducing,
Yeah.
for those who haven't seen, the acoustic side of our set, which is going to be cool.
Yeah,
It's not very acoustic.
It's not.
It's only kind of acoustic.
Yeah, only somewhat.
Well, hey, Danny, Jake, Sam, I appreciate you doing this and taking the time to talk with us. Is there anything you'd like to say to Greta Van Fleet fans out there that might be watching this?
We love you.
Me too.
We love you so much.
And we're looking forward to seeing you all at the shows hopefully soon. We're gonna be everywhere.